Hey everyone, welcome to By Devon Nails. I'm so glad that you are joining us today. We're going to be really stepping out of my comfort zone today, making an amazing IDT mani. Remember, you can like, comment, and subscribe, and then I'll always see you. Hey everyone, so we are using Until Next Time. It is this gorgeous blue and it transitions to a darker purple in the sunlight and a triple thermal from IDT called Au Revoir. And these two together are so pretty. I've been thinking about this mani for a while. In my head, it's called The Changer because it has both that triple thermal and the UV. So it is going to have so many different looks. So I'm going to go with a more simple pattern here. I'm going to just dip my pinky and the ring finger into Au Revoir, and then I'm going to do the blue Until Next Time on the middle finger, and my favorite form of just super easy freehand color blocking. You're going to just put your tip or your finger into your jar and tilt it at about a 45-degree angle. It's going to create this super easy crescent. And that's how I did my pointer finger. It is not 100% exactly the same all the way around. So if you are a more type A, need your color blocking to be exactly the same all the way around, or you want a really hard, crisp line, then using those color blocking stickers is probably the best way for you to go. But if you are trying to get a mani done in less than an hour and you are looking for something simple that will still add a little bit of extra, this is a really great technique. I use it all the time. You can kind of, the more you use it, the more you'll figure out how much you need to tip if you want a bigger crescent on top or a smaller crescent. It's really fun. And then you can get kind of a little bit of an easy ombre in the middle of the two if on the second dip you don't line up the first dip exactly. You kind of go over or under, and then you get the second color on the first, and you get a little bit of an ombre effect as well. So this was super easy. If you're looking for a super easy mani, this is the way to go. You get a little bit of that color in there. I am going to go in on this middle finger, and I'm going to just do a little bit of tap, tap, tap of my Au Revoir onto kind of like at a little bit of an angle. This had a really great tap, tap until I tapped a little bit too much and got a little more out there. So then instead of a straight angle, I went for a little bit more of a curve, pressed some in there. I'm going to go in, and the next part that I'm going to do is going to kind of be on top of where these meet up, so it didn't need to be exact. And I did dip it straight into the clear when I was done with my little tap tap accent on the side there to catch any of the extra. I'm going to dip each of these into my KMG Clear as Day. It is an amazing clear. I really love it. I like that you use the stiff brush at the end, and I feel like it really does get all of the excess off. So you see here, I am going to do a second layer on this middle one. So I used my stiff brush before doing this second layer. So that's my pro tip by Not a Pro for today, is that if you are doing more than one layer of clear, you do need to use your stiff brush in between the layers, or you're going to end up with cloudiness. So here is the basic look. It's super fun, definitely a great way to get a quick mani if you're just looking for a little bit of a change. But I decided I wanted to add a little bit more. I really like Au Revoir and Until Next Time, but I needed a little bling in my life for summer. So I got these flat-backed pearls from NailzinaCoffin in their exclusive monthly bundle. It was the one that we got in July. And oh my gosh, look at that thermal shift, y'all. I had to stop and just, I hope you caught it. If not, reverse about 10 seconds and watch that pinky and that ring finger. So I got these rhinestones and some pearls. So I got most of the pearls from NailzinaCoffin as one of the freebies in their exclusive bundle. And then KMG and some other companies throughout the years have sent me little rhinestone freebies. And I have always been really intimidated. I didn't feel like I was a rhinestone kind of person. I didn't know if I could pull it off. I really didn't know what the technique was to put them on. And I don't know exactly what changed in the last couple of months, but I decided, you know what? I'm going to try it out. The worst that happens is I don't like it, and I can make a new set. So this is what I did. I put my base coat on the entire nail, And then I just used my finger to kind of pick up both the pearls and the rhinestones. If you have a wax tip pen, and I have one coming, so I'm really excited about that. And they're fairly inexpensive, so an easy tool to pick up if you have an extra dollar here or there. You can use that to pick up your rhinestones, which will be a lot easier than you see me going fishing, it seems, with the tweezers. Tweezers work. I think that the wax pen is going to be a lot easier, so I'm super excited about that. So after a few minute or so, because I did speed this up, so it is going a lot faster than it was in like real life, my base coat had dried. And so I did then just use the tip of my base brush to put just a little bit of base exactly where I wanted to put the pearls and the rhinestones, and then these little circular gold orbs. And that worked really well. I was super surprised. This is the second time that I've used pearls, the second time that I've used rhinestones as well. So I used pearls in my Mercat mani that I did right after this bundle was released. And then I used rhinestones in a Nelly Bells that I did with my teals to make this little flower effect. This was the first time that I'd used so many and all grouped together like this, but I was so impressed by how well my base coat held these down. It's basically super glue, so it's really going to hold them down. And there's that thermal shift again. Look at it. It's so gorgeous. So then after I got all of my pearls down, I did not encapsulate with clear. I know some people do. I really didn't feel like I needed to based on those two previous smaller attempts. I felt like they stayed on really well. So this is my super out of my comfort zone mani. I hope you love it as much as I do. Remember, you can save 35% at iDippedThat with Devon35 or click the link in the bio. You can also use Devon15 to grab that clear at KMG and Devon10 at NailzinaCoffin to grab any of their decals, or you can grab one of their monthly exclusive bundles and get amazing freebies that might push you out of your comfort zone as well. Remember, you can like, comment, and subscribe. And here is our final look. So this is it before the UV change and the UV change. And thank you so much for stopping by, you all. A big thank you to all of my subscribers. You can subscribe too, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, y'all.